Hello, my name is Malone of Coldwell Realty in the Luxe service group. Let's chat about homes that you may not want to buy. Do you like homes that sit next to water, whether it's a creek, a river, or the ocean? I know I do. But one thing I need to keep in mind is, does it flood? Check and see if the home has a history of flooding. If it does have a history of flooding, how much is the flood insurance? That can run thousands of dollars a year. And also, are you okay with the inconvenience of a home flooding? Some people are okay with the fact that a home could potentially flood. That's just one thing that you deal with when you are on water. If it's your primary residence, that's a pain. You are moving your items out of your home. You are moving out of your home as well. Or if it's a secondary home, some people don't mind. It's not as an inconvenience, and they'll deal with the flooding at a later point because they don't live there full time. Definitely check with a listing agent and with the homeowner and make sure that you get all of the history of flooding so you are fully educated before you purchase a home that's close to water. When I was in my 20s, I really wanted an older home. I loved walking into older homes to see the stone walls and the old fireplaces. I was even considering converted barns, but I realized I just wasn't a savvy homeowner yet to take on some of the potential issues of purchasing an older home. If you're thinking about an older home, consider the fact that materials have changed. Building materials have changed over the years. Older homes could contain asbestos, lead-based paint, wiring that's outdated, and also a fire hazard. And at times, older homes can come with older structural issues. So if you're thinking about purchasing a home from the 1800s, early 1900s, make sure you get a great home inspector that's familiar with checking out a property that is not newer construction. HOAs or homeowners association, definitely take those into account. So yes, you have a mortgage payment, you have your taxes, you have your homeowner's insurance. Some buyers don't recognize there's also what's called an HOA, which takes care of the grounds and other items within the community. HOAs are great. They'll take care of plowing, possibly if you're in a townhome, power washing, the roof. So anything on the outside, the HOAs take care of, but it comes at a cost. So make sure you're aware of how much those monthly expenses are and do your research. Is the HOA in good financial status? You'll definitely want to dig deeper to make sure that once you move in, you won't have extra expenses because the HOA wasn't doing their job correctly. Location, location, location. If I bring a buyer into a house and I can hear traffic, I point that out to all of my buyers. Are you okay with this noise? If the house sits on a double line road, so meaning it does get highly trafficked, I will point that out to the buyer. Are you okay with that? Also, consider how long does it commute to work? How long does it take you to commute to the amenities that you need? Please check out the location of the home. Yes, you can change your home, but you can't pick up your home and move it somewhere else. When I go to a party, there's always somebody talking about taxes. Check out the property taxes of the property that you are considering. The tax rate differs from each municipality from town to town in New Jersey, and New Jersey is known for its very high tax rate. Consider that when you're getting pre-approved. Make sure that you ask your lender whether or not you can afford a certain home due to its tax rate. When I bring a buyer to a house and I see that the septic is original from 1980 and prior, or even somewhere in the 80s, I tell the buyer, be prepared that when you go sell this house, if the septic passes during your inspection, most likely you will be responsible for it when you go to sell this house. Now, that's not always true, but I want to make sure that my clients are overeducated to the fact that a septic's lifespan is 30 to 50 years, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. But the septics that are original in the 70s of the homes that I show, most likely that buyer will be responsible for replacing it when they go to sell the home down the road. 2024, I think the least expensive septic I saw was $46,000. Prices have escalated high. And yes, I sold a house that had to replace your septic and it was $76,000. Don't buy a home with any of these issues if you do not want to deal with it. Septic replacement can be costly. You cannot move your home if you're not happy with the traffic noise. Old homes come with old problems. Make sure that you budget accordingly. For more information about buying or selling a home, please reach out to me anytime, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.